Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. Welcome to Georgia Shooting Connections Friday night live stream. Hope y'all all had a great week. Kyle, kick us off, brother.
Hey, everybody. Glad y'all could all be here. We got some exciting stuff to roll through tonight, and glad for y'all to join us. Glad y'all could all be here. Oh, Lord, what I do? We got some exciting stuff to roll through tonight, and glad for y'all to I did exactly what I told y'all to do, and I didn't do it. Anyway, glad everybody could be here.
Walter's coming.
Glad y'all could be here. We're going to roll through this, and we got some exciting news and some other stuff. CW, what you got cracking?
Oh, just chatting with Walter here. Not much. I put out a video today, so I did a little bit of casting, and I got a package in from Walter, but I didn't do an unboxing. It was just a bag of powder we had talked about, and so in effect, I kind of did do a video because that's the powder I used in the video. But that's about it. I'm doing some reloading this week, and I'm hoping to get to the range. Don't know if I'll get anything videoed. I've only got Sunday and Monday to do that, but I'm hoping that I can. And that's really about it. After that, it's just around the house doing stuff. I might get a couple more videos out next week. I'll try to do something. I'll be getting stir crazy because I can't go anywhere or do anything. I got a quarantine.
Tin Man, who would tell you something like that? You know, the liberal powers that be don't like people like that. I want to say welcome to Mark with a C,
Yeah.
Mark with a K, Gene reloading from the hot pipe, and
Welcome,
go ahead, Gene. Welcome, bro.
Thanks for having me. Put out a video today about our bowling pin matches. So if everyone hasn't seen that, it's a lot of fun. Very interesting to do. That's for sure. So happy to be here. Great side chat. Look at this panel. I'm ready for some schooling.
I'm telling you, that side chat is a popping.
Howdy, folks. How's everybody doing? Side chat, I don't have a way to text back, but hello to everybody in the side chat. Thanks for being here. It's going to be an awesome night. And it's good to have Mark with a Z here, fellow leather guy. So on that note, what you got, mister?
Well, thank you for having me. And that's pretty much what I've been up to today. I didn't do any loading, didn't do any videos, didn't make a trip to the range today, but we were at the range twice already this week. My son and I went shot clays one day and took a couple other things down to test out. Get to test out some of my first loads in my 350 Legend with bullets from CW, from dummy round, and 2 factory bullets that I just wanted to see how they would work. So it's
Awesome.
been good.
Welcome, brother. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
And I just gotta say, I got the sexiest revolver rig in the state of Georgia. Thank you for that. Look who we have here.
Thank you for the opportunity.
There he is.
Hey, buddy.
Mr. Bajo.
What's kicking?
How we doing, guys?
Real good.
Better now that you're here.
A
Good to
likely
see ya.
story.
Good to see you.
Thanks.
How's that? Is that more better? Worse?
A bit more better.
How about you guys out in the side chat? Y'all like that better? You like it the other way better? I don't like that because I can't stay directly in front of the camera.
You feel
Yeah,
a
it
little
makes you crooked.
offset, do you?
Yeah, it's only showing half of my face.
Thank God.
I know, right?
Oh, real nice, Mark.
Yeah, we're going to cut off half of that ugly.
He has become half of the man he once was.
Oh, boy.
half the man he used to be.
Glenn Davis, the topic for tonight is we're kicking off the Willie fundraiser. I know, Michael, right? We are, all right, this is what's going on. We have a dedicated bank account for you to send your donations to. It's in my name. It'll be, you can find it through Zelle at jh586sw@gmail.com or my phone number. Which did you find it, Kyle? My phone number?
Yeah, I pulled it up under your phone number. It probably would have done it under your email address, but I don't know. It went through. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that one went through, but Mark with a C tried to connect, and his went all the way through the process until it got ready, and it said we can't process your thing right now.
Well, at least I know I'm entered.
I will try it with the phone number later, and if that doesn't work tomorrow, I'll get a hold of the bank and see what's going on, because I've received through Zelle, but I don't think I've sent anything through. I don't know if it makes any difference.
Yeah,
That's
my
interesting.
bank actually uses Zelle to transfer money, so it's not that big a deal most of the time.
All right, let me edit this.
Howdy, y'all. How
What you
y'all
say,
are?
Bulldog?
Living the dream, baby.
Heck yeah, one day at a time.
That too.
Mr. Hurtnick wants to know where he sends the check. Sends that just to you, right, Jamie?
I have the answer for that as well. Oh, wait a minute. Let me edit that.
Yeah, Jamie, as soon as you get everything down, all the information and things, you should all make videos on this, giving all the information out to people that follow us.
Yeah, just text us all some links and stuff, and we can plug them in there somewhere. Walter, how you been doing, sir?
You know what? I'm doing really well. Actually, I'm ahead of the curve. I think I've had a couple doc visits since the motorcycle crash here locally, and they're real impressed with the progress. You know, the rib things. Ribs are what they are. If you guys have broken ribs, you know how that goes. And so they're at the point where I can at least lay down and sleep at night. Don't have to sleep in the easy chair anymore. And there were a couple of bigger issues. You know, those pelvic fractures made it hard to walk, but I'm past that. I'm back up to walking 5 miles a day now. And the arm wound thing that's, you don't need to see that. That's pretty gross.
Good Lord, man.
I
You're
had
in
to grow
better
new
shape than
skin
me.
over that big rip in my arm, and that's going along well. So I can't complain. So I'm doing well. Got a couple videos out this week, and I was happy to do that. Gonna shoot this weekend some light load stuff, and so I'm happy. You know, I saw the green grass when I woke up this morning instead of the brown side of it. At my
Yep.
age, that's always a good thing, right?
Yeah.
You walking 5 miles a day voluntarily. You doing better than me, brother.
Walter, at any age, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I suppose you're
Bulldogs
right.
in there.
Okay. Of course, y'all know we're giving away prizes. $20 will get you one entry into the drawing, and we have some great prizes. We've got an A2 that Bulldog has built from components that we've uh, everyone has donated. I got to get together a list of everybody that's donated and what what they have donated. Uh, I got that stuff written down somewhere, and so if you've donated something to these rifle builds, y'all might want to send us an email at Georgia Shooting Connection, or that email right there will work as well. The JH586. That's my channel email, and then Georgia Shooting Connection at gmail.com is also a good email to send those to. Send if you want entries into the drawings, just send us a receipt to one of those two emails, and we'll get you entered into the drawing. Some people just want to give; they don't want to. They don't want to be entered into the drawings, and I understand that, and we appreciate all that. So appreciate all that everybody's done to make this possible. So we've got an A2 and an M4 we're giving away. Hopefully, we can get some pictures together. The the M4 will be a complete lower built by Bulldog, and if you are familiar and have built ARs before, we'll send you a kit to put it together yourself. Everything you need. If not, all you got to do is say so, and we'll put it together for you and send it to you complete. Uh,
Well, send it to your FFL.
know that the lower will come to their FFL, the upper will come directly to their house or the address they give us to. So we got to do big thank yous to Reloading from the Hot Pots, donating a handguard and a scope. Bulldog donated both the lowers and lower parts kits. GW donated the A1 furniture. Laser's Edge Studio, the crazy Scotsman did the dust covers for us, and Mock has had some more of those made up. Kyle's got magazines. Uh, Mark with a K also has flash hiders and a cleaning kit. MacMan is giving us uh, DeWalt driver and a set of Mac uh, pliers. Mark Thomas, Mark with a C, that guy is doing a holster and belt. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. And I didn't make it up yet because depending on what somebody wants, if it's for a single action or an auto, I'll make it to suit that.
Lead Bullet Junkie, brick of primers. Uh, I know, right?
That's like gold.
Like
right?
sheer gold.
Somebody, DWD, he donated a bolt carrier group. Rebel donated a A2 gas tube and front sight.
Yep.
And I donated the barrel. The crazy Scotsman donated the upper receiver, and it's just everybody coming together to get these prizes together. And we got some more prizes, and of course, I think I showed this last time. Uh, Michael Hurtneck donated 5 silver dollars. Buffalo 1 troy ounce, 999% pure silver. And those are beautiful.
Nice.
So that's going to be a prize. Another prize we have today when I got home from Big Al.
Beautiful.
Ooh,
Oh, that is beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
Nice.
And Big Al said when he saw this, it screamed Willie. That is something Willie would have loved right there. And that's the reason he wanted to buy that, donate it for us to give away. And another box I had when I got home from Mr. Bajejo wanted to put together a bullet casting package, and he did great. We've got 3 Lee 2-cavity molds, um, the C225-55 RF, the 452 200 semi-wad cutter. That would be appropriate for 45 Colt or 45 ACP, I think.
Nice.
And this was my favorite of the 3, the 358 148 watt cutter. So, Walter, you want to say anything about those?
Nothing in particular. It just struck me that, Willie being the caster that he was, that we should have some casting gear in that prize selection. So I got a hold of Midway and had them ship those out to you. So there's a mold there for the AR-15, that 55 grainer, and one for the 38 and one for the 45 pistols. So should be something in there for everybody.
Good selection.
Roger Walk Swisher's got a comment there, Jamie.
Thank you very much, Walks. Let me write that down. So that's another brick of primers.
Boy, this is turning out to be the prize selection of the century.
Yeah, this is better than
we ought to be able to pull
Clearinghouse.
out a bunch for Willie. I hope so.
hey, Jamie.
Yes, sir.
You and CW should have pictures of the lower and the upper that I emailed y'all. I was trying to figure out how to get it to come in there so you could bring it up on the for me loading it, but I can't seem to figure it out.
And Jamie, the other Kyle has a question about your P.O. box. Well, heck, I can do it. No, I can't from here.
Let me see.
He wants to know if an entry can be sent to the P.O. box.
Absolutely. That's why I bought it. And that is going to be your safest and most secure way of sending entries, obviously. Just send you can send a personal check or a postal money order, whatever you feel most comfortable with. And the only reason we're really doing the bank account thing is for people who prefer the convenience of giving online.
I keep hearing phones ding. Is that good dings?
That's mine.
Mine dinged a couple times, but I didn't find anything there. Might have been your ding.
Even looked
Little
up
Red's getting married in October.
Kyle's asking who to make checks out to, Jamie.
Me, Jamie Howell.
That's with 2 L's.
Yes, sir.
I got checks. I was thinking you wanted money.
And
Buck's got a comment there. Tactical FUD.
Oh, Lord.
I guess he's got a gift card.
That's right. Let me write that down. I'm flipping this sheet over. Tactical FUD donated a $100 Brownells gift certificate.
Oh boy.
I'm pretty sure we can come up with a couple of other things too. That way,
And PGW's got some die sets. Hornady die sets.
Yeah. Guys, thank y'all for reminding me of this stuff. We're going to have to do 2 shows. We're going to have to give one raffle and half the prizes on one Friday night, then the rest on
It's
the
going to
next
be a
Friday.
big. It's going to be. I think that's a good idea.
I think we're going to have
as
to
well.
bring in some caterers, some dancing girls.
you're going to have to come from California, buddy.
am I going to have to install a stripper pole?
Another one?
Yes, sir, Al. He is.
I hope you mount the next one better than the first one.
Oh man.
I didn't know they spun around on their own, man. Come on.
So, GGW, are you giving you have 2 Hornady 300 blackout die sets you're giving away?
That's what he wrote
As well as all the stuff he sent me.
in the wrapper.
Right. And cups. I don't
Hey,
know
Jamie?
what. Yes.
Trees a blowing just pointed out you got an extra digit in your phone number in the crawl at the bottom of the screen.
I'm trying.
Where's your administrative help at?
I can't
knows?
edit that.
There we go. Kyle.
Yeah, I can't edit that.
He's trying to spin on the pole. He can't do anything.
Probably could if I knew how.
I'm pole spinning.
I think CW can right now. Let's see. Edit.
Mr. Bulldog, show that cup
Yes.
one more again.
Pardon?
Show that cup one more again. Are you stormtrooping?
Hey, man. Almost. I'm getting that look there. But it's gonna get cut this week. This coming week.
Man, we gotta get you to talk like this.
Well, you know, with a stormtrooper's reputation, don't miss your mouth.
Take it away and give him something different.
Is that all better?
Now, see, just like I said to Jamie earlier, now I got Ted Nugent stormtrooping playing in my head.
Oh, Lord.
It's better than Stranglehold.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's better than It's a Small World if you're a Disney fan.
Oh.
That I think trumps all of it.
I think
Bulldog.
we went there.
I was on that ride when I was a little kid, about 6 years old, and the damn thing broke down. We were stuck in that tunnel for 2 hours.
Funny, leave it open.
And you've never forgot the song since, have you?
Every time I hear the song, I get a bad tick and I want to climb a high tower.
I've got a shirt that matches this too. Pew pew on it. Which is-
Tactical. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bulldog.
I was going to say, and that conversation is one of the reasons why tonight I'm drinking out of this cup, and the conversation that I had with Willie regarding the Pew Pew cup and the Pew Pew receiver, because we talked about that cup with different times. And that was one of the reasons why I chose that receiver to build on, is because he got such a kick out of that Pew Pew Pew. And he had said on a few different occasions, you know, he'd love to have something like that. So, you know, that was my impetus to use that receiver. Cannot read it.
All right, which one of you guys text me?
GGW, I mean Tactical FUD. I just put a new reply down there. Anyway, just hold on to it till we get a winner, and send it directly to the winner. And Big Al's here now, and we've been here almost 30 minutes. Probably need to go through the side chat.
If you can see me doing this, what, Kyle?
Can't read the bottom. You just move a little too much.
You're going to have to tell us.
Mind your own business. Christmas is coming. Thanks, Ricky. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Kyle.
Oh, Lord. How do I undo this? Like that.
All right, since the senior master sergeant got to show off his mug, I just got to tell you about this one. I live here in California. Normally, I'd have been drinking my root beer out of a leaded crystal goblet, but this is California. We can't do lead, so we got to do copper now.
That should have a Moscow Mule in it.
Yeah, it's missing a little bit from a Moscow Mule, but. What do we got going on in the side chat? It's blowing up over there. We got G23 over there. And
58 plus in there.
I can't keep up.
Me either.
Booze and bullets. Booze and bullets. If I was going to do a mule, I'd do a Kentucky mule, not a Moscow mule. But not tonight.
Jamie, before I get wrapped up in other stuff and forget, thank you very much for you doing all of this. I know that Willie was a dear friend, and that's all the reason to do it. But the stuff that you're doing is is fantastic, and I for one appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate that, but I loved Willie and I miss Willie, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. So let's go through the side chat. What do y'all think?
Run it.
I'll miss something, y'all know I will. See, every time you think you're out, it drags you back in. I'm scrolling all the way up to the top, and the little thing gets to the top, and then it goes back to the bottom and goes up some more. Y'all are rocking it out tonight. Way to go. Thank y'all for being here. Golly, this is fun stuff, y'all. I can't get to the top.
You see William Chapin's comment?
Not right now. I'll get to it. Remind me when I get done with this. G23 was in first. I was in second. CW was third. Ricky Baird's out there. Tactical FUD. Tim S. Georgia trapping and fishing. Ricky Baird. CW. Reloading from the hot pot. Thanks for being here, Gene. Red Raider reloading. Jason Stewart. Kyle Lusk. Y'all know that guy?
Stripper, isn't he?
Yeah, he just showed us his stripper pole.
I don't think so. I think he just installs poles.
I've only heard rumors.
He played one at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
Yeah. There's Miss Kitty and 6-shooter Texan. Uncle John, what's going on, buddy? Walks Fletcher. Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog. Y'all know that guy too. William C. Chapin. Mark Thomas, Mark with a C. There's Red Raider again. DWD 37. Yes, you are, sir. That was quite a while. That was at 8 o'clock, and we're 33 minutes from that now. Tactical FUD, there's Mr. Michael Hurtneck, Mr. Pollard, uh, Ricky Baird. Kingpin, what's going on, buddy? Broke Loader 2, what's happening, man? Tin Man. AR Gun 1776. Edward Petty. Oceans 374. Hey, Ocean. There's Kyle. The other Kyle. That's not confusing at all, is it? There's Hobbies Hobo.
Oh, Lord.
Trees are blowing. What's happening, Trees? Thanks for being here, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank all y'all for being here.
Absolutely. Abigail Finnegan's out there. And by the way, she is genetically unable to grow a beard. But hey, if she wanted to come on and be our guest, she certainly could, couldn't she?
There is an awful lot of facial hair on this channel right now.
Glenn Davis. G23 again. There's Harm. Bulldog, Broke Loader again. Fuzz T4K. What's going on, man? And see, every time I think I've gotten everybody, DWD 37, it's Zell. And I'm going to, this coming week, I'm going to try to add Cash App and Venmo. And we got James Pugh out there. What's happening, buddy?
If people want to use Cash App, they can. I've already got it all set up on my phone. They can send that to me, and then I can get it to you, Jamie.
Y'all are blowing us up. Way to go, guys. I missed Pop. Pop's Place. How you doing, man? Echoes Reloading Chamber. Harm. Papa's Place. Krabby Turtle. What's happening, man? And let's see. Walter Bunning, what's happening? Thanks for being here. And I hope I ain't missing anybody. There's Big Al. Reloader 762. Hipparchus, what's going on, man?
Tim S., if you want to send me stripper tips, by all means.
There's Daniel God is my judge. He has to say his name twice. GGW Reloading. Kyle again. I think I'm almost done, y'all.
If Jamie forgot your name, put it down in the bottom.
Right. There's 76 High Boy reloading. There's Echo again. Huh? Jason Stewart again, Big Al. I'm fixing to show what you sent me again, Big Al. I've already showed it once. There's Booze and Bullets. Lead Bullet Junkie. And it just popped up there again. Lever Guns 50. What's going on, man? I've been watching some of his videos. Walter, I'm behind on yours all of a sudden.
Well, I didn't put anything up for a couple of months, and then I put out 3 or 4 here this last couple
Oh,
weeks.
you caught me off guard, brother.
That's my favorite way to catch you. I mean, come on.
Absolutely. Look at there. There's Chris from the 740. Oh, and he donated the barrel for the A2 rifle. So thanks to Chris as well. And every time I think I'm done, it'll pop back up to the middle of the screen again. And I hope I ain't missing nobody.
There's some real horsepower out there in the side chat tonight.
They sure is. We're humbled at all you guys coming in here. Garage Guy 879.
Everybody's sliding into the side chat sideways.
Garage Guy 879. There's Michael Hurtneck again. Booze and Bullets. There you go. Welcome in, buddy. G23. And it popped up there again. Ricky Baird, what's going on, man? Patriot in the Dark. You're right. We're getting some. Broke Loader 2, that would be yes. James Pugh, I'll have to come back to your comment. Big Al. Alaska 1 Andy, welcome in here, buddy. And I can't keep up. Chris 338. And that's it. Wow. Okay. Now, CW, what was I doing?
We had a couple different conversations going, but I think we're caught up.
You were telling me to look at somebody's comment.
Yeah, it's you got it.
Did I?
Yeah, you answered it.
CW, did you get the 2 emails I sent you?
I haven't looked. I'm trying to keep up with the side chat.
Okay. I sent you the files that I had sent before, the lower and the A2 build. I can't figure out how to get them.
Yes, I have them.
Those reloading trays that Ricky 6-shooter Texan makes are superior. You guys, they are really nice.
They're most excellent. I can't keep up.
I'm
Guys,
done.
I want to send
It's
me
going.
text while I'm trying to do this. I'm going to turn my phone off. Okay, the first one, show it to us, Mark.
All right.
The first one in the side chat who tells me Willie's oldest grandson's name will win this. And that's a Willie Bullet Man dust cover.
Ready to ship.
Good Lord, it exploded so bad I can't even see my comment that I made.
I think GGW got it first.
Yeah, there's a couple of fireworks went off, so she went right in there. She'll
There's
stand.
our first answer.
Oh yeah.
Beat me to it.
Stop.
That's all right. I was going to pass it on to somebody else.
Just forget about
It's a
it.
secret.
All right.
Broke Loader 2 got in there too. Jason, Little Willie.
Mini Willie.
Mini Willie.
Oh, that's funny.
He
Big
was.
Al, let me tell you something. I'm a Jeopardy freak. I like to watch Jeopardy. It's almost as bad as the Rain Man movie. Got to get home. It's time for Jeopardy. It's time for Jeopardy. Not quite, but almost. And so they ask questions, and I know very well the answer, and it just won't come into my brain. There it is. Y'all ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. Hey!
Ario.
West Coast weirdo.
Pass it forward, please. Stand by.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna make an executive decision.
Do this, Jamie. We got 45 people in the side chat. Write a number between 1 and 45 and have everybody post a number.
We had 58.
And let's do it that way. Just go ahead and write the number down right now.
Let's don't.
Okay.
Let's let the host make an executive decision. My decision is Broke Loader 2 just won a Willie Bullet Man dust cover.
Very well.
Rock and roll. All right.
Motion is passed.
And they're already putting numbers in.
Y'all settle down out there.
Big Al, don't do that. 666. No, not the
man.
mark of the beast.
Come on now.
There's corners and doors. Y'all welcome in corners and doors.
Hey there, corners and doors.
Welcome aboard, sir. Ma'am.
Welcome to the circus.
I'm trying to figure out how come G23 came up with 13 and not 23.
He's got it all fouled up.
That is a good point.
Protect yourself, so she. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I didn't look at that close.
You know what's in there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Dyslexic, untie.
You know, CW, I think I have those already.
Yeah, Ricky. Chuck just sent them, so I just forward them over.
I sure did miss you guys last Friday.
Well, we missed you too, Kyle.
I was too
Wasn't quite the
busy
same.
running over stuff, getting rained on, breaking grills, and losing ribeyes. But the dog had a good dinner.
Did the dog find the ribeyes?
It wasn't even there long enough for me to pick it up and dust it off. It was gone.
All right, let me.
You guys may not realize it, but this kind of is one of the highlights of my week is hanging out with all y'all every Friday night. I really enjoy it. I'm glad y'all are here.
Kyle,
Well,
I kind of think that's the feelings and the sentiments of everybody that's here. I know it is for me. I look forward to Friday nights. You know, it used to be I used to look forward to going to bed early on Friday nights when I was working. Now it's like, no, it's Georgia night. You gotta stay up.
Mark, do you have
I'm glad
broke
we can
loaders address?
provide some form of entertainment, but it's just as entertaining for us.
Text it to me, please, just to be sure. I got to update my book, and I just got the directory from Chico, the link. I couldn't find it the other day.
I know he's in there. Let me make sure. Y'all got me being a secretary. I tell y'all what,
You need some help. How can we help?
I don't
Can't you
know.
assign
Or I'd like
can't you assign somebody to take some of the tasks?
He did.
I did. They're just not doing it.
I got to have some instruction on how to do it.
I'm
I
not that
know,
good
we
on
don't-
shorthand. Nobody can read it.
There you go.
I don't. Broke loader. I don't see you in our directory.
I sent it to Mark.
Roger that.
Okay.
Can you read it? You got it? You got an iPhone?
It hasn't come through yet. Give it a minute.
Okay. If you got an iPhone, it should come up fine. Otherwise, I got to send it a different way.
If he's not on the GSC list, he probably should be.
All right, we're starting to get some donations rolling in here. Thanks, guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it came through. CW, thank you.
Good deal. No problem, broke loader.
I can't believe y'all talk that way about each another.
Would you expect any other way?
We
It's because it's family.
But we do so with respect.
It's like kicking your uncle under the table during Thanksgiving, you know?
it's stealing his drumstick when he looks the other way.
Mm.
All right, hold on. Y'all guys are making me work tonight. Let me see. What did I do with that?
Where's Chico?
Y'all know who I should
Watch
make. Y'all know who I should really make help me do this, except for the fact that she can't spell. Rigby can work a computer.
Well, it would be fun trying to read it. that oh, Jamie, that would actually be in true Willie spirit.
Wouldn't
Hey,
it? Though?
Ozark's here.
Here's Marvin.
Hey, man, how you?
It was always fun to wake up and try to decipher Willie's text messages.
Wasn't it though?
Thanks for that, Kyle. That
Yeah,
was right.
buddy.
You just had to go with the flow sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's what he said. Okay, sure.
Yeah, I think Willie had Wyatt typing for him there a few times.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I think it was that Californian spell checker.
The California spell checks in Spanish, so it's different here.
How can I do this? Let me just.
Yeah, Ozark, we're down to 384 over here.
Wow. Yeah, I saw 419 here. That's the cheapest I've seen here.
We're still hanging right around $6 here in California.
I'm thinking about taking my truck down to the gas station tomorrow morning, filling it up. Of course, it's got a 35-gallon tank on it, and it's empty.
Yeah.
Mm.
I never
There's
let mine get past
120
3/4.
bucks.
Oh, you'll be more than that. You'll be more than that.
See, that right there is why we do what we do. Brothers helping brothers. And of course, with that comes
270 Ren.
unmediated abuse.
Yeah. But hey, if you can't abuse your friends, who can you abuse?
Right. So there's should I put that in a comment so y'all can maybe
Yeah, copy it. Yeah.
Highlighted comment. Yeah. And guys, when you go into that list, you can enter as much or as little information as you want anybody to have. You don't want to put your address, you don't have to. If you don't want to put, your full name, you don't have to. Whatever information you want to share.
Boy, some of you guys are looking at $2 a gallon less than what we're paying here in California. $2 a gallon less.
It's crazy,
That's
isn't it?
incredible.
That's nuts.
Yeah, we're mostly about 450, 449, 450. But I have seen a lot of 439s, and I saw one 419 this morning.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw 449 today. That's the lowest it's been, and whatever.
I
Yeah.
filled up.
Since the Democrats took over.
I filled
Papa's
up
place? How far?
for,
I'm sorry, I keep.
for 370 something.
I don't mean to keep interrupting, but I was just going to ask Papa's place. How far are you from Gulfport?
Good night, Marvin.
There's a question for you, Walter.
I keep that separate, sub list to myself, Curtis. Sorry, I ain't sharing. At my age, I can't afford to share, that sort of thing. It's just sort of the way it is. Sorry. I'm not saying they're not there. I'm just saying those that are there, I'm not sharing.
Well, there you have it, sports fans. Ozark, bye, buddy. Thanks for coming in and seeing us for a minute. Hour northwest of Gulfport. Gulfport, Mississippi was where I went on my very first mission trip, June 6th of 2006. A little less than 1 year after Katrina hit the coast.
I still remember sitting at work watching the live feeds of that hurricane hitting the coast. I'm like, oh, Lord.
I was down there in Slidell after it hit. My brother-in-law was down there doing work.
I was stationed down in New Orleans at the time. And we were ordered to evacuate out. I got going back into my base right after Katrina finished up.
I literally seen refrigerators in trees.
The weirdest thing was the circle with the X and the 4 numbers. That freaked me, y'all. That freaked me out.
Getting bugged out, Mark?
Yeah, they're starting to bite.
Uh-oh. So, Broke Loader 2, is that powder coat? You don't have to use powder coat, but it certainly helps. That was a bad one. Of course, a few years later, we had one hit right there at Galveston.
What was that one a couple of years ago that nailed the panhandle of Florida and went up into southern Alabama and Georgia. Mike, was that the name of the storm?
I don't remember the name of it, but it killed a bunch of pecan trees down there.
Well, I saw fishing boats hanging out of people's living room windows. I mean, that was a bad one.
Yeah, Papa's place. How it was when we got there, and this is a year afterwards. Uh, of course, there's that boat is still way up on the shore from Camille in 1969. But the first 2 blocks from the coast, Gulfport is right there on the coast, but the first 2 blocks were gone. And the first house we worked on was about halfway up that 3rd block, and in front of it was the ocean, pretty much just a view of the ocean. That's not the way you want to get an ocean view.
No, you don't want it right in your face.
No.
Nope.
You don't want your neighbors washed out to sea or blown over your house. So, anyway.
Yeah, Mother Nature demands respect, and every now and then she shows it.
Let me fix this banner.
Jamie, you might want to put what the price per entry is for somebody that, gets into it later.
Of course, you can donate whatever you want, but for every $20, you'll get 1 entry. And does that make better sense, Zell, too? Yeah, I think the post office box is going to be. It's Big Al. It's each entry is $20, and you can just send a check to that post office box if you want to.
Or if you want to do it online, search. If you got Zelle, I just did it to test it, and it works. You can use Jamie's the phone number that he put down there at the bottom, and it should pull it up.
I never heard that one, Walter, and I consider myself a Ron White fan.
I got that email today. I haven't watched it yet.
It's not that the wind is blowing.
It's what the wind is blowing. Because if you get hit with a Volvo, it doesn't matter how many push-ups you did this.
Oh,
That's a good story. Got these things need some.
It was funny.
Gorilla glue.
Yeah, I was picking up what you was putting down.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. Are y'all ready for some Scotsmans? Hey, man.
Wow.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Scotsman?
Here's Tommy Boy.
Welcome, Tommy boy. All right, let me see if I can make it. I'm going to have to download. No, here it is. And of course, now it has the A2 handguard on it, right?
Yes.
And
I'm getting ready to bed the barrel to the receiver.
Now, if I understand correctly, this is genuine Colt furniture and A2 furniture, the stock and the handguard, and the both the upper and the lower receiver are Aero Precision.
Yeah, the arrow, the parts, the buffer extension, the buffer, the upper and lower, and internal contents, and the barrel and sight are all new components. And the buttstock that's on there actually has the number that was assigned to that weapon when that weapon was issued out to someone. I don't think I captured the number in the picture, but I'll have at least a couple more pictures coming out. I was hoping to have them tonight, but just didn't happen.
All right, let me see if I can find the other picture. Most of you guys have already seen it, though.
The actual mechanical parts of it, I should say, the fire, to what makes it go boom, pew pew, are new. Hey, that rhymes.
Get a load of that.
That's a great picture.
Nice.
That's a fancy one.
Daniel Defense stop. And let me see if I can get it big enough so y'all can see the pew pew. No pew 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 pew.
Look at that trigger. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's running a little bit over 2 pounds. It's supposed to be a 3.5 match trigger. However, it's a little bit under that. I don't think anybody will really mind. Grip is a Hogue grip. I was going to use Daniel Defense for the grip. However, the Daniel Defense grip comes with the trigger guard, and the Aero Precision already has the trigger guard built into it. So I didn't think that, I came up with a different grip. That's all Aero Precision on the receiver, on the buffer extension tube, a receiver extension tube, or buffer tube as we call it.
So, Broke Loader, just send me an email at that email address right there on the banner that's scrolling, and I'll put in what you want for you. The information you want me to put in there, I'll put it in there for you. And the spreadsheet is not smarter than you. And Papa's Place wants to see what Big Al sent. So are y'all ready for this? If I can do this. Mark with a C, you're awful quiet over there, buddy.
That is pretty.
How's that? Can y'all see it?
You
can't hear me either, can you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we're
That
just
That-
admiring it.
That is
That's
awful
beautiful.
nice.
That's really nice.
That's beautiful. I when he first put that up on his channel, I looked at that and I think I commented on his channel and said, "Man, that is quite the prize right there. That's a beautiful piece."
Yep. That's really
Yeah,
nice.
it is.
And it was going real good with that flag in the background, Jamie.
Mhm.
It was, I bet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
almost like they match.
Got West Covina Dodge in the
Happy
house.
birthday,
Hey, Pat.
G. Pishner.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I remember
And
31, I think.
We
I
gotta thank G. Pishner for starting that information sheet for us. That was that's his creation.
I now have the updated copy. 31. What are you gonna be when you grow up, G?
Man,
I hadn't
tell
even felt 31 since I was about 23.
Oh, come on, that was funny.
I remember when I was 31, and I'm telling y'all wouldn't like me. I was a
That's different from now because
okay, never mind.
Hmm.
I was 31 about 15 years ago.
I was 31 29 years ago. Or 28. Yeah, I'm about to turn 60. My 60th birthday is coming up hard and fast, and I'm trying to duck it, and it just ain't going to miss me.
there's no point in ducking it. Just
Gee,
keep
you
putting
are
one foot in
exactly
front of
right.
the other and move forward. As long as you don't backslide, you're good.
It doesn't matter what the number is. We're never going to grow up.
Ain't that true?
That's it.
I'm just happy I made it to get to eat off the senior menu. I'll
They
take my
still don't let me
10%.
eat at the big table.
I'll take my 10% happily.
Well, they don't at my house at Thanksgiving. I still eat at the kiddie table.
Yep.
I'm telling
I
you.
was 31 twice. Oh,
That was good for y'all.
Y'all are great.
I got
Yeah.
underwear with holes in them older than that.
Look at walks. That's golf for your buddy right there, Walter.
I'm telling you, there's no mercy out here in California. Not at
I
all.
know there ain't.
I don't get no respect.
Oh, Lord. Walter has seen some stuff. The
Well-
invention
Yeah,
of the
most of it I don't want to
car,
see again.
the steam engine.
I want to
gravity.
float.
Yeah,
wouldn't-
I knew Eli Whitney. Eli was just up the house the other day. I said to him, Eli, he said to me, "What?"
I thought you
You
said
know-
you was bringing gin.
Oh, Kyle.
Oh, every now and then you get a good one.
Yep, every once in a while.
Too bad that wasn't it, huh?
Oh man.
Anyway, I want to talk about CW and I Wednesday night were on Chris from the 740 show, and he started a beginning reloading thing. And CW and I were talking earlier today about whether we wanted to kind of do some of that too, or maybe if we want to jump ahead and talk about some bottleneck rifle reloading, and then go ahead, Vale.
and this was completely divorced from what you guys were talking about, because the same thought occurred to me earlier this week. And in fact, I started writing some notes down because I was going to do a video about beginning reloading, just because a number of my subscribers are pretty much brand new startups, and watching the channel because they want to learn, they want to figure out, and get a lot of questions. And so what I was going to do, and you guys tell me what you think about this. First of all, it seems to me that however many of us there are here and over there on the side chat, that's how many different opinions there are on what it would take to start reloading. Is everybody comes from a different experience. Everybody comes from a different background. Some of us had parents that helped us. Some of us had to get it out of a book. Some of us made it up as we went along. So what I was going to do, we've had all of these challenges. We had the primer pickup challenge. We've had, all kinds of ring and steel challenges and stuff. What I thought might be fun to do was just to put forth a challenge and say, hey, put out a video on what you, based on your experience, think that a beginning reloader should have to get started, with gear, equipment, instruction, manuals, lessons, all of that stuff.
Primers.
Eventually, everybody in their little description box linked to everybody else's. I was gonna do that, and just kind of say, hey, here's a challenge. CW, tell me what you think. What would you tell a brand new, never reloaded anything in his life guy? Here's where you want to start. I don't know. That's what I was going to do, but I'm going to hold off based on what everybody else here.
I'm sure most of us have something out there already. I know you must. I know I do. I know I did them before. I know I've got them on Rumble. I've got them on YouTube here. But right now, I mean, not to beat our own drum, but I would tell them to go check out that chat and follow that chat that Chris is doing on Wednesday night. We're gonna try and be as in depth as we can, and we started from the bottom last Wednesday. We're gonna take a little step up this coming Wednesday. We're gonna start talking about equipment. We didn't talk about equipment last week, just about the fundamentals. So, and he watches the side chat really good. So that I would just suggest you tune into that. Pick up that one before Wednesday, the one we did last week, and stay tuned for the upcoming Wednesdays. We'll do it's gonna be at least a couple more.
I like that idea. And I missed his chat. I don't know what I was doing, but I missed it.
Echo and AR got into that same topic and discussion today, in their chat just before this one. And they're wanting to add more to it, continue.
Well, it seems like such a good idea right now for, all of the obvious reasons, ammo shortage and component shortage. But also, I think we're all starting to see a little bit more ammo coming back. And I had a couple of things today from a couple of the bots that I got going, with primers, starting to show up. And Powder Valley just sent me a note saying they had a bunch of powder came in, and Natchez said they had some Remington primers. And so it may be, we may be approaching a time where folks can actually get started with some reloading. I hope so. I hope that's the case, where we've got stuff coming. So we can't just tell folks, here's what you ought to do, but, oh, yeah, you got to wait a year before you can really start.
I don't have much content on, on my channel. I had 2 videos up there, but they took the one down for the hurricane response after Ida that I had up. And it just flat out disappeared. But I'm hoping to very shortly start doing some shotgun reloading videos. Try to, get some information out about that as well.
And I guess CW is right. We've all had, little bits and pieces here and there, and answering questions and VRs and all that kind of stuff for folks that have asked questions. But, to get it kind of all quantified and put into one spot, like it sounds like Chris is doing, I think that's a really good idea and very time appropriate right now. There it is. Thanks, G.
Yeah, and because Chris from the 740 is doing that, uh, we didn't know whether we needed to do it to re-enhance his. I kind of don't want to step on, what he's doing. Kind of want to respect him and help him do that on his channel.
Agreed.
But I think the idea of all of us doing a sort of like after his show uh, Wednesday night, it wouldn't hurt for us to come in behind and reinforce what he says as it relates to us and our beginning and
Mhm.
reading. But Rebel, I'll say this: um, we beat manuals half to death Wednesday night, didn't we, CW?
We sure did.
I had a stack of them over here.
I keep one
So
older lineman here by my computer. I think it's 47. I got two of them, so I keep one here by the computer.
I took a 3-ring binder and did a lot of copying and a lot of tearing out of a lineman. And I had my 308, my 300 blackout, and my 8mm Mauser, so all would be right there. So you might customize, a reloading manual so you can thumb through everything and have it all at your fingertips in one book once you get some data.
Yeah,
you
that's
see
what
that?
that's what I do, Mark. I do the same thing. I've got a binder that I've printed off copies of, taken
There you go,
pages out
Walter.
of, and I have everything together by caliber, so I can just
Yep.
and all my notes inside of those.
Spear you can download and print. So that's PDFs. You can pretty cool. That's
Sierra only offers one online right now. So
that's what I meant, CW, not Spear. Sierra is the one you can. Sorry.
So if you're available Wednesday nights, Walter, they're glad to have you.
Yeah,
So
I'll swing. I'll swing by next one.
I think it might be interesting for us to tell uh, how we got into it, how we got started, and let's start with Mark with a C.
Can I have a
We ain't heard
second
much from
first?
him.
Walter, is it okay I give Chris your contact?
Absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead, Brian.
Well, Chris from the 740 has his email. I mean, G23 is going to give it to him, CW.
Okay.
So, Mark with a C, what made you want to start reloading? And tell us about your entry into the game.
I started with real small intentions. All I was trying to do was feed those little 32 revolvers that I have in my collection. And once I started down the rabbit hole, and I started out with that little hand press, and that was going to be just fine. But now I just have my single stage, but I'm up to 6 other calibers now, and experimenting with some of the stuff I probably don't even have business experimenting with. You were talking about how 350 Legend is, one of the most persnickety, and what am I fooling around with? But 350 Legend, it's interesting. I'm about 6 or 8 months into it, and you're talking about manuals. I've got about 5 or 6 manuals now, and using the online stuff, mostly Hornady. Just started collecting materials anytime I found stuff. Even if it was a powder that I had only heard about, I just went ahead and got it because there was so much that wasn't available, and I started grabbing primers as soon as I would find them. And it took me 4 or 5 months just to find some primers around here. But now I finally got supplies. Got a host of friends helping me out, sending me brass. So I've got a couple of good projects to keep me busy besides the other things.
Yeah, one thing that's cool, and we all do this to save money, especially now, But a lot of the powder companies, they have online loading manuals. And if you're creative with a computer, some of them have it in a PDF format where you can just print off the entire manual. Some of them you have to get a little creative and just print off what you want. But that's free, and I highly recommend doing it at work. That way it uses their paper. Did I say that?
No. So I understand, Kyle. So Mark, 32 and 350 Legend.
Yeah.
What
And
else you
38, 357. Started tinkering around with those 32 specials to feed those two old rifles. I'm getting things together to work on 300 Savage, and still putting things together to do 35 Remington. So, just getting a whole bunch of fun stuff. And being that the 32 was not easy to find things for, that not only did it start me reloading, it got me into wanting to be able to cast. So, add that on top of it. Bought myself a little Lee pot and been doing a little bit, here and there. I'm still not very good at it. I've got some, made some 38 bullets that were good enough to use.
It's definitely a rabbit hole.
Well, we got a lot in common, man. 38 and 357. 38 special, if it's what I would recommend anybody start learning how to reload with. I just think I started with 30-06 and 9mm, but I do 38, 357, 9, 40, 45, 270, 30-06, 350 Legend, 8mm Mauser, 7.62 by 54R, 35 Remington. So we need to get together with the 35 Remington and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to learn to start reloading, and I'll just go second, is because we were going to the range one day, and I needed some 35 Remington ammunition. And a buddy of mine was out at another buddy of ours from church who owned a gun store, and I said, "Oh, you're there, and grab me a box of 35 Remington." He brought it to me, and this is probably 2012, 2013. So it's been 8 or 10 years. And he brought it to me, and it was $33 and, well, almost $35 for a box of 20 rounds. And I'm like, that's insane, man. Because I was buying 30-06 at the time for $17, $18. 30-30s I was buying for 12 to 15 bucks.
I was gonna say $12.
That just hurt.
Yeah, so when I paid him back for that, that determined, that persuaded me to learn how to reload. So what about you, Walter? Do you remember when and why you started?
I know exactly why. It was a long time ago. I started reloading in the late 1970s. At that time, I lived in a very remote corner of my county here in California, and I was working part-time for the sheriff department. Our issued sidearm was a Model 39 Smith & Wesson, which was an underpowered, low-mass, okay to shoot ducks with in a city pond type of firearm. But where I lived, we were constantly dealing with heavier critters, both two-legged and four-legged. And, it was not unusual to get a call of a Angus Bull versus Honda Civic out on the local highway. The Civic would lose and the Bull was about to lose and needed to be put down. You weren't going to do it with a Model 39. Well, you could use as your backup weapon anything that you could qualify with. So my choice was my Smith & Wesson Model 29. And it was a long way to the sheriff department range to practice and qualify with. So I needed, and it was 50 miles each way to the nearest shop that at that time had ammo. There was plenty of ammo then, but it was a long way round trip. And I had another job too at the time. So anyway, I needed to learn to reload that 44 mag revolver just to practice with. So that's why I started. And I started with a single stage Texan press and some RCBS die. And there was one guy in town that reloaded for handguns, and 14 other guys who loaded for their rifles as hunters. So I picked up my old Sierra manual, still have it, and went through that. And this other fellow, helped me kind of get started. Told me about, hey, you got to lube those big 44 mag cases, or you'll stick them in the RCBS die and that kind of thing. And so that's how I got started. A couple years later, I learned how to cast, self-taught pretty much. So been doing it ever since.
Mark, you want to go?
Why I got into it? I thought it was interesting. I got into it around the same time you did, Jamie, 11, 12 years ago. But components were available. You weren't worried about that. I didn't have a whole lot of money to play with, so I guess kind of money was a little money driven, but we all know you learn pretty quick. You don't really save a lot. You just shoot more and reuse parts of it. The first thing I got started out on was the 7.62 by 54. I got me a couple old mill syrup rifles and started with the hand kit.
Oh man,
So
bless you.
Whack-a-mole.
Yeah,
whack-a-mole.
exactly. I got 7 or 8 of those kits. I still like them.
Yeah, I got eight of them, and the 9 mil didn't agree with me so much. Yeah, that's another conversation, but that's about why I got into it. And I took a break from it for a couple years, and then I actually started getting into the rabbit hole a little deeper, and now I can, afford to feed the hobby a little bit. So.
There's another comment I want to talk about once we get through the panel. Hot Pot, you want to tell us your story?
My story is kind of similar. 5, 6 years ago, I was just doing a lot of shooting. I had a really good friend of mine who was reloading, just some minor stuff here and there, some 223 varmint loads and things like that. Started talking to me about it. I kind of dabbled in a little bit. Had experience with making sinkers with my grandpa, melting bread and casting bullets. Already kind of had that down, and he talked me into buying some stuff, and I did. And then I started shooting IDPA and USPSA. And the competitive shooting world took me into that part of reloading. So that's kind of like where I'm still dive all of my project is doing competitive shooting. That's about it.
Waldo?
I got started at a real early. I was probably 8 or 9. I don't remember the exact age. And got started. My dad started me on cast, and he would cast and reload 38, 357, 44 special, and mag. And that's what I cut my teeth on. And he taught me how to mix alloys, and once I got started doing that, I'd pull the handle for him, and then he, figured out that I knew what I was doing, and he'd let me get a whole batch and just sit there and put them together. And I've kind of been hooked into it ever since. I've still got some of the original equipment that he used and that I used as a little kid, sitting out in my garage.
Pretty cool.
Now I reload for 4057, 38. I don't do any 44 because I've got enough of it at the moment. 223, but 5.56, small base size, 9mm, and soon, hopefully, I'll be doing 45 Colt. I also do shotgun, 410, 20 gauge, 12 gauge. And I need to do 410 and 45 Colt for the judge. And that's it for me.
Kyle, you want to go next?
Sure.
I'm saving CW for last for a reason. Because he is the Gene Watson of reloading. When he gets done with a song, it is done.
I started doing some competitive shooting just around here locally, a couple of matches every now and then and stuff like that, just enjoying it. And realized that I was going through a lot of 9mm and I could probably reload it cheaper. So I went and got my first press was a Dillon 550. I just went ahead and jumped off. And I was reloading 9mm and 45 and then started 223. And now I haven't bought a box of ammunition in 10 years. I've reloaded everything. I bought a little bit of brass, had to buy some brass. Every now and then something happens, but bought some brass, but I hadn't had to buy ammunition or worry about it even being available. And then I started casting when a buddy of mine got a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. He went to the store and priced that stuff. He was like, we got to do something. I said, well, I've been thinking about casting my own bullets. I can get these bullet molds. I can order them online and be dropped right at the door. Get a pot, and if we can find a source of lead, I can make you all the 500 Smith & Wessons you want for about, I don't know, 13 cents a round. And he was like, make the order, we'll split it, let's do it. So that's how I got into the casting part of it. And that was, I don't know, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. And I've just been going ever since. I've got plenty of different manuals. I've printed some, I've downloaded some, bought some. And I always like to compare different manuals, make sure that everybody's on the same scope, because it does change. I don't know if they change the formula of the powder from year to year or what, but I like to compare at least two different batches of reloading data for what I'm doing. And just my only recommendation is, if you want to start, get you a single stage press and a set of dies and see if you like it. If you don't, you're out, what, $70? But you can reload a lot of ammo for that $70. You're going to have, of course, you're going to have to buy primers and powder and projectiles if you're not casting. But it's a fun hobby. There'll be 2-day weekends that I'll just set aside to either cast bullets or load ammo. I'll just sit there all weekend. I'll throw some YouTube videos on or a movie or something like that. I'll just sit there and pull that handle all day long. At the end of the day, that's a lot of bullets. That's how I got going.
I think all of our stories are relatively similar in some respects.
Yes, sir.
What about you, CW? Did you like my Gene Watson reference?
Yeah. I see your side chat comment there too.
Yeah.
I started at about the same time Walter did, the mid 70s. First calibers were 8mm Mauser and 30-06, but then we had a 310 tool kind of helping out. My first loading by myself was on a little Lyman Mini using those same 310 dies, loading 22 Hornets. And from then, we got into the pistol stuff. That was the first loads were with my grandfather, and he didn't do much with pistols. Everything was woodchucks or deer. So that's the 30-06, 8mm, and 22 Hornet. And then we got into 45 auto and 38. And then in the mid 80s, when I got my pistol permit, we started casting, and it just took off from there. A few years were leaner, and a few years were heavier, but yeah, pretty much nonstop since the late 70s, nonstop. Load for dozens and dozens of calibers. I probably have 75 or 80 die sets loaded for probably at least 40 or 50 of them. Always doing something in the loading room. It's a daily thing. Just it's extremely enjoyable. It's my time, me time.
So I took a CO2, one of the little CO2 charge cans from the pistols and stuff. I cut the bottom end of one of those off to make a slug mold for the 12 gauge. I'd fill that with lead, and then I drill the center out to make it weigh about the same as a load of birdshot or a slug you buy. And I was playing with 12 gauge like that, and I hand made some tools to crimp the case, get things rolling there. that was nuts, but it was fun, and it really kind of humbles you when you get all this equipment later of all these things that this equipment does for you. Losing Bullets made the comment of a ladle and a torch. I did too. I had a stainless steel cup, set it on a little burner, and put 2 notches in a spoon, and I had a 2-cavity mold for the Mosin, and we made it happen.
I remember doing wax 12 gauges for some slugs. I remember those. We'd open up the top, pour wax in there, and seal them back up.
Yep,
they work really good.
They do.
Not even cutting them, just opening them up and pouring liquid wax in, and then sealing them back up, and it holds the shot all together. But when it hits something, it's like a bomb.
Yeah.
You'll learn where to shoot stuff if you're going to eat it.
And with the Mosin, the surplus rifles, I got into a little later than the $89 rifle, but I was finding them for, 120, 130. And I'd go through 2 or 3 because I was getting some pretty nasty case expansion and stuff like that I thought. I was still new to it, but the corrosive ammo is what made me want to reload real quick. I didn't want to have to eat up a barrel. I wasn't sure what they meant by corrosive and how deep you could get in trouble with that stuff. But so loading that stuff was one of the main reasons. So it's a rabbit hole. It's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I've pulled out that 310 tool a bunch of times. I got 4 or 5 of them now, but I've still got that original one from my grandfather, the steel one. And I can remember that claw on the back pulling the primers out. That just sticks in my head I can even envision my little hands doing that and having to use 2 hands to close that, that nutcracker. And I must have been little because I envisioned those little. I remember doing that, and now I grab it with 1 hand and squeeze it. So it's in my blood. It's been there since the earliest days.
Am I the only one who looks around at their loaded ammo stash and says, man, I got to go shoot this stuff up, so I got an excuse to come back and
No
reload
comment.
some more.
No comment at all.
Just the other day, Walter, I got 3 drawers right here full that need to go with me.
Yeah, I would never take my 45 long Colt out just because that brass is sitting there loaded. Never.
So, Mr. Thomas, do you cast yet?
Yeah.
Are you casting any bullets for 35 Remington?
I have a new mold and I've cast some bullets, but I'm not satisfied with them. It just hasn't. It's just not putting down good bullets yet. My 38 and the wad cutter that I got for that's doing okay. The 32s do fine, but the bullets for the 300 and the bullets for the 35, I'm just not satisfied with yet. They just don't look good enough.
What bullet are you using for 300 Savage?
I don't know it from memory. I'd have to go look, see what it is.
Okay,
CW.
you gotta say.
I think you've got the Lee 160s. I think is one you showed. Lee mold.
See, that's insane that he not only knows all that he knows, but he remembers what you have.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thought. I said, not only does he know what he's got by memory, and he's got thousands of them, but he knows what the rest of us have too.
SME of reloading right there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm assuming 300 Savage is 308.
Yeah.
Okay.
My brother-in-law is like CW with his molds. He can tell you, what he's got, what pours what, how it pours.
You got to watch out hanging out with these guys because CW and Walter have turned me into a mold snob. I got a brand new Lee 6-cavity mold, and you'll like it, Marcus. The Lee 358-200 round flat. Perfect for 35 Remington and 350 Legend if you size it down to 356.
I have that one in the 2-cavity.
I have it in the 2-cavity too, but when I had the opportunity to get it for $30 from the sale they were having, and I jumped all on that.
And you called me, and I ordered 3 molds that day, Jamie.
And then I turn around, and Walter sends 3 more to be prizes for the fundraiser, and I'm like, but yeah. I got that mold in. The first thing I do before I even open it is start taking it apart and checking where it might be rubbing and stoning it and all that crap. And it was the best Lee mold I've ever opened so far as that's concerned. But
I got the same one Trees of Blowing did. Hopefully, I'm curious to see if I have the same amount of trouble with that one as he did, but he got it running. The 45 230 grain.
TC?
Yeah.
Kitty Cone? Yeah, it's a good mold.
Yep. I'm excited.
CW, I've got a question for you. On the Lee molds, who's the best inspector? Coming from the back.
Oh, Shirley.
I was just thinking that when you said it, and I bought
got to be Shirley
last year. Shirley, yeah, I bought a bunch last year, and I got a run of like 4 or 5, and they were all great. I mean, there was virtually no break-in. They just dumped bullets and worked awesome. And I opened my mouth and I said something, and the next one I bought was not checked by Shirley, and it was a piece of junk. I had to rebuild the whole thing. No, that wasn't even that one. That was bad too. But it was this was a 6-cavity, and the whole bottom of the plate was concave.
Oh,
it was actually when I stoned it, it took off metal on both sides, and it would have taken off so much metal the plate would have been about half as thick. It was awful. I bought a new plate from Titan, and the mold cast beautiful. It was just a bad plate.
You just
But I
got
had
to call
opened
them
the
up over at Lee and let them know, and tell them you got a bad mold. And
I have
I
not
think
had good
the
luck with their
problem is,
warranty
and
service.
they'll
I
hook
could
you
buy a
up.
new one.
every time I get one from clearance, it seems to be a little less quality. I think they throw together all the scrap bin parts, and sell
That
them at
could
a
be.
cheaper price. I'm not picking. And we like to tinker, and so we'll go ahead and go through them a little better and stuff like that. I've even recut the holes on one of the sprue plates, but it's all good. You just gotta
Yeah,
watch.
they're when they make their plates, it's just a piece of metal. I mean, literally, it's just chopped off and drill hole drilled in it, and that's it. It's done. Whatever it is, it is. It's not a machine part. It's not. It's not. It's very low tech. So
Yep.
and it shows when you buy a new one because they're like $6 for a new one. It's silly. So you just buy a new one. You buy all the screws and bolts, so you have extras, and you didn't even spend $10, and you got all the parts to rebuild the whole top of the mold. So it's not a slight against Lee. They're inexpensive and they're made fast, and most of the stuff is pretty good. But sometimes you get stinkers, and
They fit the niche, and
yeah, you can get parts at Titan for any part of the Lee molds and have everything you need.
Yeah, as long as you kind of know what you're looking for when you get one of their molds. I learned now, and like Jamie was saying, take them apart first before you even pull the sticker off if there's one there. Last couple I've got from them didn't even have stickers on them.
Yeah,
But take that screw plate off before you even open the mold up and take a look at it. Get the edges taken off and see what you got.
yeah, I wet sand all the edges, knock the corner off of them, and there's usually a couple little dimples where it looked like the stamp machine came through there. And
Right.
then I'll even take a countersunk bullet on a thread hole just to knock off the aluminum burrs there. There's like a regimen I go through, and then I soak it in Dawn and hot water and give it a decent bath. Sometimes you don't need to, though. They just cook right out, but usually give them a wash.
That's the first thing I
Make
do.
sure you tell the beginners that the threads are reversed.
yeah, some of them.
Yeah, the left-handed ones are stamped LH.
It will say LH. Good call. But you do got to be careful going cranking on it the other way. That aluminum's hot. You can just
Oh boy.
put them under stress.
I need to ask. Let me go back up here and ask Ozark. What does that mean? What does Hornady released the Sub X?
It's a line that they offer of subsonic ammo. They make it for a number of different calibers, and it's actually SUB with a big X, but he spelled it out.
Watch out for that brass. I'm sure they modified it too.
Well, I don't know. It depends.
I'm kidding.
The one they modify is the FTX. Anything FTX,
Gotcha.
well, most anything FTX is shorter.
At least you know what I'm talking about. You got to watch out for Hornady. They do what they want.
Yeah.
I went looking through some of my notes and those. What are those rubber tip bullets? Ain't that the FTX or FXT?
Yeah. They're rubber. They're rubbery. Yep.
For lever guns.
Yep.
Me and Kyle went shooting some of my test loads of that, and we had a .85-inch group at 100 yards.
Nice.
With the lightest powder charge. So I take back all the bad things I've said about those. I just didn't remember if they shot well or not, and went back looking in my notes today, and they shot pretty dang good.
They've all shot good for me. I've shot them in a bunch of different calibers.
And I wanted to get to these comments right here just quickly. DWD said he's got a ton of 38 special brass, no gun. I need to do some shopping. GGW said get a 357, 2 guns and 1 38, and that's true. But one thing I wanted us to try to discuss, and maybe we need to wait till next week because we're fixing to have to go through the room and say our goodnights. There's a theory out there, and I kind of go with it. I kind of believe it. I haven't tested it and proved it, but I believe that 38 specials shoot better than 38 special guns. And I think I think a tenth of an inch of bullet jump is a little too much. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe y'all disagree. I was thinking 38 special shoots better in a gun chambered for 38 special.
I've had a number of 357 maximums in H&R single shots, and most of them I've made. I took a 357 and made it a 357 maximum. Well, the reamer I use is a rifle reamer. The maximum is a pistol caliber, so the pilot is different. It's a floating pilot. The rifle one is more like a regular standard reamer for a 30-06, 308, 30-30. So the pilot goes down in the barrel and keeps everything centered. Well, I don't know what H&R used, but when I rechamber these with that proper reamer for a rifle, every one of those guns shoots 38s like you can't believe. And that's way more than a tenth of an inch. That's like 3/4 of an inch jump.
Yeah. That's a huge
they shoot like you can't believe.
Are you guys noticing
the throat? It's got to be the throat that reamer cuts.
Are you guys noticing if you use a lot of 38 special in 357, pay attention to the cleaning a little more on the chambers?
Yeah, same thing for 22.
Yeah,
Just
better
for
leave a
someone
little ring in there. And personally, I don't
for-
think the bullet jump is an issue. I mean, both the 38 and the 357 projectile are gonna, go through that same cylinder throat, and the only real jump's gonna be the flash gap in front of the forcing
It's
cone.
going to take an
I don't know.
incredible amount of ammo before you'll harm the chamber.
Yeah.
But you can definitely cause trouble for yourself not cleaning it and shooting the other stuff. But you're not going
Right.
to hurt the chamber.
Yeah.
Just to bring it to the attention of the new shooters if they're going to do that.
Good
Yeah,
point.
you got to clean it. 'Cause it will definitely give you a carbon buildup ring right where the mouth of that 38 special case would be in the cylinder, because it's back
We'll feel it.
farther
You
from the
really,
lip that's in there.
you really got to be not paying attention to not notice it, because as soon as you slide that 57 in, it goes in, and then it like, oh, it's a little hard. I'll just push it harder. No. You got a problem in there. See what it is. Especially today with the snakes, you can just run a snake through that in a second and clean it out.
G. Pishner says good night, all, and
good night, birthday boy.
Good night, Gene. Happy 31st, man.
Night, G.
Walks Fletcher says that's only if you're good enough shot to tell the difference, so it'll make no never mind at all to me. I'm sorry, I'm getting where I can't see, and I don't really care. I just like to go shoot,
As long as you have fun. It's all about.
Yeah, if there's holes in the paper, I'm happy.
If you're happy with the 8-inch group, more power to you. As long as you're happy.
I didn't say it was that bad. Come on, bro.
And if changing the pistols narrows it down, from 8 to 6.
Sure.
Come on, man. I shoot a little better than that. Have you watched any
I'm
of my
talking about
videos, Bulldog?
Come on, man.
All right, let's go through the room and say goodnight. Mark with a C, it was great having you on. I wish we'd heard a little bit more out of you, but man, it's fun to hang out with you guys. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You gonna be working on any videos this week?
Not sure what kind of videos, probably still some leather work. I do have another pot coming, and I'll just wait and make a video about that when I get it. Maybe another mold or two. And just whatever my son and I cook up to go and do and have fun, there'll be a video about that.
So you took it, huh? You took the bait.
He's got the bug, CW.
Good
Got
job.
another pot.
You're gonna like it. It's a good pot.
A few more molds. Yeah. Walter, thanks for joining us, buddy. You're gonna be, man. I'm halfway through the 30-minute video, and I still got to watch part 2 of that. And so I'll leave you a comment, but that's good stuff, man. But it makes us so self-conscious about, man, I don't want Walter seeing my reloading room.
I'm sorry, Jim. Mine doesn't always look like that. Before I start a video, I go like this across the top of my bench.
Right.
Pick it up later.
I know I cleaned the little corner up back here before the chat.
Yeah.
So, what are you working on this week, Walter? Anything in particular?
Yeah, I got a couple things. I'm gonna day after tomorrow will be Sunday, and I'm gonna go shoot for the first time in 2 months with these broken ribs. I did those couple videos on some light loads for the 45 single action Army. So I'm gonna go shoot those on Sunday and see how that goes. I think it's gonna be fine. I'm feeling good enough now. Doc didn't like my idea, but anyway, I'm gonna do it. And then I'm going to make up some light loads for the 380. I got a new little 380 ACP pistol that I bought, Bursa. And so I'm going to do a video with that. So that's kind of what I got going on this week. I'm going to wait another week or two before I start casting again and handling the heavy lead. We'll get there.
Baby steps.
Nice.
Yep.
Good to see you, man.
Well, if you feel any twinges, man, you need to just stop and wait a couple of more weeks.
Oh yeah. I'm like, Dirty Harry. I know my limitations.
Good deal. Thanks for being here, man. We enjoy having you with us.
I appreciate it. This is the best crowd that there is. It really is.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Bulldog. What you got coming up?
Let's see. I've got to make up some 12 gauge double lock buckshot, a couple boxes, and I've got some slugs already screwed to wads ready to go in, and I'm going to make up 5 of each of the segmented slugs from AS molds. Let's see. I'm going to bed the barrel on the A2 and get it finalized and finished. And that's pretty much what I've got. Thanks for having me.
Well, we want to thank you for all the work you've done on those rifles, and we're greatly appreciative, and we always enjoy you hanging out with us. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Gene.
Mr. Jamie, thanks for having me. Man, it's great to be a part of this fabulous panel. Really good to see Walter. Side chat was popping tonight. Wow, it was rolling so fast I couldn't hardly read it on my phone. That's great. Got a couple videos in the pot. I'm going to get them out hopefully by the end of this weekend. And man, I just want to wish everyone a blessed weekend.
Thanks for being here, man. Y'all watch for Gene's videos, reloading from the hot pot. Man, thanks for being here, dude. We always enjoy having you around.
Thank you, sir.
Can I say something else real quick, Jamie?
Absolutely.
One of the things that I'm planning on doing this week as well, I just forgot to mention it. I'm going to do a video for each one of the guns, and I'm going to do close-up stuff on it and put it on Rumble, on my Rumble channel. So
if
you can go in and see details.
So if you'll send me a link, I'll share them with all these guys, and we'll do a video pointing everybody to go over there and see those.
Okay.
That'd
And
be
cool. I'll put the banner, if I can figure out how to do it, I'll put the banner on there so that anybody that's looking at it will have all the information so they'll know where to go for it.
Good deal. Thank you, sir. Mr. Mock.
Hey guys, good to see everybody for sure. Mark with a C, awesome. Viejo, awesome. All you regulars, awesome. Working on some weather this week. I'm going to finish up a holster for a gal down at the corner store. Tried my luck at some turquoise, kind of a whitewash turquoise look. Get some stitches on it and loopholes and stuff. So nothing fancy, guys. Make sure y'all go check out Bulldog's videos on the rifles, and got plenty of stuff to give away. I'm looking forward to the next giveaway section. So we'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks for being here, brother. One thing I'll say about Mock, he's become one of my dear friends, and we've been blessed to have him on Friday nights for the last few weeks. But he's getting ready to start a new job, so we'll probably be missing Mock on Friday nights here in about another 2 or 3 weeks. So,
well, the good thing is you might have me from 8 to 9, and then I'll hit work or whatever. We might be able to do split, but
that'd be good. We'll tag team you with somebody else. Somebody will want to come in, and I'm sure. CW, what are you going to be working on this week? Got any plans yet?
No, not a whole lot. I got some big plans for the end of the week, but nothing for during the week.
That video you put out this afternoon, I enjoyed watching that one.
Thank you.
The new powder coats and Walter. That purple,
I like that.
Was awesome.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I forgot. Bulldog, you got package inbound. Kyle, you got a package inbound. Answer your phone sometime. And but other than that, I wish it was ready for the video, but maybe it'll get there. Maybe you'll be able to do it for the video. But anyway, okay, go ahead, Jamie.
Are you done, CW?
I am done. Keep it short. We're running late.
He did too.
Yeah. Kyle, you still with us?
Yes, sir, brother. I'm gonna keep it short too. I still got to get my reloading bench. Actually, right now it's totally cleaned off. The bad part is it's on the back porch. Doing a little,
Poor guy.
doing a little restructuring around here. I got a wore-out German Shepherd, a tired girlfriend. Just got me some 8mm dies in the mail. I'm gonna put the 8mm mold to work. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I may go live with that. Who knows? It's always fun to cut up with everybody. Man, it was an amazing chat, guys. Thanks everybody for being here. Man, it was great. And that's where I'm at.
Well, man, thank everybody for being here. You guys on the panel, y'all are vital to what we do here on Friday nights. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your contributions. You guys on the side chat, y'all rocked it out tonight. We were the highest number I saw was 59 at one point. If we got over 60, I missed it. But y'all saw how frantic I was working tonight. So
I
that's always
think I did see over 60, but yeah.
Okay. And somebody in the side chat put that we had 50. Oh, it was Chris from 740. So we had 51 thumbs up. Thanks, guys. We appreciate y'all very much. Go tell your friends about what we do here. Invite them to come watch as well. We're going to get off of here and let y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. We hope the Lord blesses y'all all real good. And if he's willing, we'll see y'all next Friday night at 8 o'clock. Say good night, y'all.
Night,
Good night,
y'all.
y'all.